If heaven exists, Jay Farrell, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Or like, well done, my good and faithful servant. But did you have to watch that much porn?
Hey, it's Herbert. And you're listening to the About Last Night podcast, you slippery little son of a bitch.
About last night.
With it,
Yes.
like I used to have chicken Caesar wraps every day, and like,
Oh yeah, shit. I want to. We're going. Yeah. Okay. Great.
it was in a month, like 2 months after I turned 30, I puffed up. I was like, yo, what is this? What's happening?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Come to find out that the Caesar dressing and the Caesar dressing and the wrap that they made, like it's got like anchovies or something in it, and I can't have that.
You're allergic to it.
Yeah, I didn't, but I've never been allergic. I've been able to eat everything my whole life.
Wow. You've always been like that.
Yeah,
Since you were a kid.
I wish
Like-
that would work on bad stuff, like bad box coochie. You know what I'm saying? Like if you like,
There's certain
you
you
just
can't-
smell it, you just start puffing up. You're like, yeah, no, I'm not going down there.
That's your way to get out of doing it.
Yeah.
I can't. It's bad. It's bad for my skin.
Yeah.
Like honestly, this has nothing to do with you. It's just the way I'm made up.
You're messing my levels up.
That's hilarious.
That's real though, man. But yeah, it's just your body, stuff changes. But like you're saying, I lift.
Nonstop. Yeah.
I lift. I go to the gym. I'm working. I'm moving. I'm running. My nephew's constantly trying. You know, he's a little boy. He's 4. He's trying to challenge me now.
Oh, is
like
he
I
really?
can beat you. It's like no.
At what?
At what? You're 4. What can you do?
Yeah, I know.
He's like, I'm faster than you. I was like, all right, Parker. Like you don't know how to calculate stride
Yeah.
yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you get to that point where you can calculate stride, you're gonna be like, I can't beat you.
I mean, I ain't shit. Yeah.
I was whipping up on him in Tekken because, he's talking trash. All my little cousins, my little cousins at the crib right now with my other cousin, my older cousins.
Oh, dope.
And then my nephew was there right now too. And he's hanging out with him. It's like a little family affair we got going on.
Oh, killer.
But I mean, they don't live there. They just visit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
From where?
From Maryland.
Yeah.
You know
Because you're from Chesapeake, Virginia?
I'm from Chesapeake.
Yeah.
So my cousin and his wife, they're up there in Maryland, and then my peoples are still in Chesapeake, Virginia. And my sister is out here too. So,
Right. Do they love when they come to visit? Like, does
love it.
Uncle Jay set it up and
they you forget how much influence that you have on the people, the kids around you that are related to you.
Mhm.
Like you forget that. So it's like the messages that you're putting out there, you have to make sure that it is positive and that you stay away from the bull.
Yeah.
Because it affects them. Like they got to go to school. Kids are coming up to them. Like if I do some dumb stuff on the internet or whatever, like, and it goes viral, they're going to get picked on. They're going to
wow,
get picked
because of your actions.
because of my actions.
Holy shit, I didn't really break it down like that. But that is something to have to be cognizant of because my nieces are just turned 12 and it's like they're all over YouTube, TikTok.
Yeah.
And like, I don't think they have an Instagram, but and I try to be somewhat like thoughtful of what I'm putting out there because of just the way you want to live your life anyway. But
Can I ask you a question before you go into that? Which one is it? Is it your nephew or is it your niece that you did the snacks bit off of? Which bit is that?
what the fuck was that? Probably my nephew, I think. Yeah.
That is one of my favorite bits ever. Drama Kid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where did you see me do that?
I saw you do that at I think it was at the
Stand in New York?
Improv.
Okay,
It was
yeah.
at the Improv. Yeah.
Because we first met in New York.
Yeah.
When you and our boy John Renitsky were on SNL and we were popping around doing some sets, which was it was just a classic like New York night, and especially for me just being in town and doing spots. And then I think you guys, it might have been like a Friday before your show or early in the week. I mean, when you're on the show, are you doing a lot of spots or are you trying to just like hunker down?
Yeah, you know what? You'll do a lot of spots if your stuff doesn't get picked.
Hilarious.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
If you got an open
I'm not in the show this week. Well, I guess I'll go do some stand-up.
That's kind of great though, to at least have that as a backup. But,
Yeah,
But sometimes you're like, all right, I wish I wasn't here.
Right.
Because that means I'm more
Right,
in the
but
show.
it definitely, I feel like the stand-up aspect of it definitely pulls you out of those deep bunker holes that you go into depression when your stuff doesn't get picked.
1,000%.
So you get on stage and you start talking and people start laughing and you just like, yes, I'm still funny. It's like it's okay. It's like I might not, I just didn't connect this week with them, but I'm still in there. I'm still at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah. And you could probably find stuff in your stand-up that night that you might even be able to bring to the show the next week. Did that ever happen?
Yeah, definitely. That definitely happened. I mean, it was a couple. Like I'll tell you, the Winnie the Denny the Real sketch.
Oh yeah,
you remember that?
Yeah,
It was Winnie the Pooh's cousin.
Yeah, dude.
So I was working on this bit, and I was at my friend knows Jimmy Iovine. You know what I mean? We were chilling over there, and I started it. I was drunk, and I was like, Pooh Bear never wears pants. Why?
Yeah.
He's got money for it. I mean, he's a franchise. I mean, you're not on television that long. You don't have enough money to get some pants. Why is he showing us? Why is he busting it wide open for us? What is happening, right? So that started, and then I got on stage and I started talking about it more. And that next week we did Denny the Real.
Wow!
And it was like just a black. It's pretty much his black cousin coming in and like just talking about everybody in the sketch.
Yes.
You like look at Eeyore like, son, you're a depressed donkey. Like, what are you so sad about?
Get on some Prozac, man. Yeah. What are you so sad about?
My G. What is it? What is the other one? The upper? What is it?
Piglet and Tigger.
It's Piglet and Tigger. I said, yo, Tigger, you're clearly. You're clearly on some stuff.
Yeah,
dude. You're freaking bouncing.
Nobody has that much pep to their step.
Nah, that ain't caffeine, bro.
Yeah, there's something extra.
Yeah, you got a little. You got some crack in there.
Who's your guy, man? Yeah,
you're a crackhead.
That's
dog.
amazing.
And then the other one, Christopher Robin. He's walking around with Daisy Dukes. Daisy
9
Dukes
years
and
old
knee-high stockings. Like, what statement are you making?
Yeah. 70s basketball shorts.
Yeah, it was like, come on, son, you got the Larry Birds and the Magic Johnsons on right now. What are you doing? So
that's hilarious,
that whole
dude.
thing turned into a bit, and I mean, it's happened numerous times too. I mean, with other stuff. God dang, I'll tell you, heartbreak can cause sketches. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah.
And if I didn't get if my heart wasn't broken, I would have never made What Does My Girl Say?
No shit.
That was based off of me and my ex we broke up. Like, you know.
You had a fight that kind of ended it, or was it just kind of a build up over time?
You know what it was, Adam? It was 2000. It was 2013, about to be 14. And I had been, we had been dating for 4 years, and I woke up one day and I was on set, and it was this bad joint, and I looked at her and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna make it through this. I was like, yo, because I realized at that moment, because when I saw her, and I didn't do anything with her. She was like my set girlfriend or whatever.
Right.
Like we weren't, everybody was trying to get her, right. But we kind of had like a little connection.
Yeah.
And that interest, man, just made me say, wow, I've only been with 6 women. My ex, you're my 6th.
Wow.
I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
I'm not ready. I'm not equipped. I need to go back on the field. I need to play. I have to get this off.
Can't hang the jersey up yet.
I can't hang my jersey up. Now, I'll be honest with you. There's some things I have done over the years because of my experience to these ladies that I could say there's nobody that's going to be able to pass those numbers. So I've hung my jersey up in a lot of women.
Of course.
Nobody's going to be that good.
Yeah.
Nope. I give myself a pat on the back. You got tears in your eyes right now. Was that a crygasm? Yeah. Yeah, I'm known for this.
Wow, the crygasm.
The crygasm.
See, that's some cool black guy shit that I could never achieve. Like, I've never even heard what that is, but I guarantee you pull. I mean, that's just, it's so good they start crying.
Yes.
Wow.
And I wouldn't have been able to do this without practice. I'm like Allen Iverson. You got to practice.
Yeah. See, I'm more like Vlade Divac, like it's going to be we'll go hard in the paint in the low post for 3 to 4 minutes. Call a timeout after the second quarter, and then we're done. I might go to halftime early, put on some new shoes.
Oh, man, it's always an overtime situation with me, Adam.
Wow. Always been that way,
quadruple.
Were you a ladies' man growing up, like in high school?
Dude, that's the thing. Like, I always was. I always liked girls, but I was so awkward growing up. Like, I didn't know how to like approach them.
Yeah, so I'm always so curious when I see a guy like you that's so just charismatic and like naturally confident, where I'm like, in anybody, I think. And it's because most comics, you know, especially with women, when you hear that that's successful, they're like, well, yeah, I definitely got into it and started making, because I knew that comedy was such an aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
But that's interesting to hear that you say you were like awkward.
I was in my shell, bro. I mean, I was heavier as a kid. You know,
me too.
In a really, I mean, you know, we know,
yeah.
You know what it is, right? Like, you know, swimming in the pool with your shirt on. You don't want nobody to see.
I used to say, I was like, I didn't want to make the girls jealous. I wasn't embarrassed because they were like a B cup in the 5th grade. Like, what are you doing? I was like, Pop-Tarts and Cool Whip, 2 at a time.
You're already Marty Grawed out. You're fully Marty Grawed out, and they're not there yet. They still got the Kanye bee stings, as he likes to put it. And up top, 2 bee stings. Like, that's, I wouldn't smash if she got 2 bee stings. She gotta have something.
Yeah.
She can't look like me. You gotta have a little something, but hey, you know, I do. Okay, so back what we talking about.
So you swam with your shirt on. You were an awkward kid.
Swam with my shirt on. Was an awkward kid, man. I had hips. That was the bad thing. Like, this is the problem area, man.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so scared. Like my hip is a little messed up right now. I'm like, God damn, I gotta watch what I'm eating. Cause if I'm not, I'm gonna go back full Beyonce Destiny's Child. God dang it. I got catcalled. That was messed up.
No way.
I'm dead ass, bro. I been over and I heard, God damn. So I was like, yo, bro, really? It was like, oh, my bad, but you know what you got, bro. Yeah.
You expect me not to say something when I see that?
Yeah, exactly. That's what he was saying. He was mad at me. You know what you got. Look at it. You know you fat.
Don't walk around with that if you don't want me to scream at it. That's amazing.
Put that shit away. You need to do a better job camouflaging that, my G. You know, disguise and all that. You know, because all I'm saying is, you know, it's nice.
I like that guy. That guy, by the way, never shies away from saying what he feels when he feels it.
Yeah, that's Fleece Johnson.
Yeah,
that's the booty warrior. That's what it is.
The booty warrior.
You remember him?
No.
You don't remember the booty warrior?
No.
Yo, it was this dude named Fleece Johnson, right? He was locked up. I don't know what he did to get locked in prison, right? But he was locked up in there. And while he was in there, like he was bitching dudes. Like he would walk up to him and be like on some, listen, I like you and I want you. Now we can either do this the easy way or the hard way. Choice is yours, man. And then he goes, and it was always yes. I was like, what?
Oh my God.
I don't know. I'm gonna feel somebody walk up to me and be like, hey man, you gotta run that ass. Like, nah, we What?
What are you talking about?
Run my ass? Sir, I'm from the burbs. You will talk to me politely.
Holy
run
shit.
that ass, please.
Please.
And we gonna
Treat me
fight.
with some respect, man.
We gotta fight though. Yo, you gotta fight. We gotta fight to the death.
Yeah.
If you try to take my manhood away from me.
Yeah, dude.
That's not gonna happen.
No, I'm not going out without a fight.
That's one of the biggest fears of him. Hey, look, man, that's a big fear. Yo, son, we don't want to go to jail. We don't want to get locked up. And if we do get locked up, we don't want our women to know anything about it. So we like, yo, dog, you know what I mean? Look, do what you got to do. You can go ahead and you go ahead and get out of this because I don't want you to see me like this. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I remember my pop was saying if he ever got locked, he was like, yo, I'm going to die in there. You will never see me again.
Wow.
If I have to fight, I will die. And it's like, yo, because that's somebody imposing power on you every day of your life for the rest of your life. If you stuck in there, you can't do anything about it. You gotta stand up for yourself. If you don't, you'll be walking around here with the little Nas X. You that's what you're gonna be.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, do you know people that have gone to jail and had crazy experiences? Not
jail. Oh, I know people go to jail. Jail is that's not that's like
course.
That's like the lighter sentences or whatever. Sure. And people like you can go to jail on the weekend. Like I had a homeboy that messed up and he was like, damn it. I was like, what's wrong? He said, man, I gotta go to jail this weekend. I ain't gonna be able to check my MySpace. I said, I think you need to be worried a little bit more about more than just your MySpace.
I think there's some priorities that you gotta switch around.
Like the state of the cheeks. You have to
Yeah, protect the backside, man. Those messages are going to stay there.
Right.
Like your anal virginity, that's a one and done.
Yeah, you can't get that back.
No, you can't get that back.
That's that. You're not going.
You can sign up for a new MySpace account if they log you out. Like
you can't go to the surgeon and be like, I need a new one. I need new virginity.
They took it, man. Yeah.
They took it. It's a wrap.
Today's episode of the About Last Night podcast is brought to you by Keeps. Look, if you've lost your hair, we feel for you. R.I.P. your follicles. But there's a way to get that mojo back, okay? Keeps is the place to get you feeling good again. 2 out of 3 men will experience some form of hair loss by the time they're 35. Shit, I'm 39. More than 50 million men in the U.S. suffer from male pattern baldness, or just regular pattern baldness. You know, there's all different types of ways to be bald, and but guess what? Nobody likes it. They can say they do, but that's just because they're deflecting at people with hair. So, there's only 2 FDA-approved medications that can prevent hair loss, and Keeps offers both. They offer a simple, stress-free way to keep your hair. It's convenient. You get virtual doctor consultations. That's a tough word to say. And medications delivered straight to your door every 3 months, so you don't even have to leave your home. Because, look, nobody wants to go out and about asking someone at the pharmacy or the gas station or the glory hole, hey, do you know how to get my head full of hair again? They're like, is that a euphemism? You're like, yep. So, low-cost treatment starting at just $10 per month. Keeps offers generic versions so that you can keep the packaging discreet. The results are proven. 5-star reviews. They've got more of those than any of their competitors. And the treatments take 4 to 6 months to see results, so act fast. Prevention is key, so if you're ready to take action and prevent that hair loss and start living your life the right way with hair, go to keeps.com/lastnight to receive your first month of treatment for free. Holy shit. Keeps.com/lastnight to get your first month free. Keeps.com/lastnight, because hair shouldn't just be on your privates.
Wait, what do you got? What was he just going for on the weekend?
I think it was some. I think he just had some unpaid. It might have been some like unpaid child. I think it was unpaid child support.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
And you know they'll lock you up, let you go in there for a weekend. You come back,
think about it,
go back to work the week.
Jesus,
think about it again. Go back the next weekend.
Yeah.
But prison, yeah, you in there for like I think it's 2 or more, right? You're in there for 2 years or more.
Sounds about right.
And yeah, if you, I don't know anybody that's been. I know people that have been locked up. And if they have been messed with, I haven't heard that part of the story. They didn't tell me that.
Of course, you take that to the grave.
They omitted that.
There's nothing wrong with taking things to the grave. People, I think, in this day and age, and social media is to blame for it, like, have too much of a voice. There's too much of an opportunity to be like, let me say everything I'm thinking. It's like, I was just talking about that with a buddy the other day who was like, dude, a buddy of ours told us some kind of crazy shit, and we were like, dude, whatever happened to taking it to the grave?
No,
not everybody needs to know everything.
No. You know what? That's something else that I would say is an invaluable quality in a woman to have, just like discretion.
Yeah.
In relationships in general, like you're saying, why do you need to put everything else out there?
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. Keep some of that for yourself.
Yes.
Because you're constantly giving yourself away if you are a star, or if you're appealing to your social media, or if you're around folks. So you ain't got to be so loud with it.
Yeah.
You know, keep it quiet.
Yeah.
I love discretion. I think discretion is one of the most sexiest things, man. Like the women I'm talking to, like I don't want to put them out there. I keep them there. I used to. I messed up before.
Oh, really?
I'm telling you, Adam, I messed up.
Uh-oh.
It was a few years ago.
What'd you do?
I had to join. I had pictures all on my Instagram and
want to show her off. There's something nice about that.
We going to we out here chilling. We on this island.
Wow, yeah.
Got her a car. Whoa. Worst thing I did. Got her a car.
Wow.
Got her a freaking car, and now she is where she is, driving other people around in the car. And I see the Instagram post. I see him.
Backfired,
I'm like, yo, dog, should I Tony Stark this shit and go, you know what I mean, with the car and like, just, when like she don't got to be in it.
Holy shit.
Like she's not going to be in it. I will make sure she's
Of course, let's make sure that's clear, yeah.
But that car, like, remember Richard Pryor had that bit about the...
you ain't gonna shoot me in my car. Nobody is pulling my ass for killing my car.
Oh my God.
I went to jail for shooting my car that I paid for. Shit. And I paid full for that motherfucker, Jack. Adam, I paid full price for that shit, right? And that in motherfucking pounds, right? Like, it's a little different. So
Bruh, yeah. So every time I see that damn car, I'm like, you motherfucker.
You motherfucker.
I get so, woo. Yeah. She gotta go to sleep sometime. And when she does, that car is gonna get it.
Oh shit,
Oh
dude.
man.
Yeah, but I mean, you were caught up, right? You
I was.
You weren't thinking.
And these are all jokes. Like, of course, I wouldn't do that.
Of course, yeah.
You know, but at the time, man, I was just so open, and and we're not even together. Not say we're not together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what? And you don't take people to certain places, man. Like those big. I don't want to say what island it is because it's gonna give it away if she look. She probably knows what I'm talking about. He's like, you bought me a car. You buy another girl's cars. You get a car. I'm just Oprah. I'm just giving girls
The male Oprah, yeah.
Just dicking
That's
cars.
Jay's
That's what
move.
they get.
Yeah. Well, there was like Derek Jeter was famous for giving girls like
He gave them gift baskets, right?
when they left. Like
Yeah,
the
of course.
phones and iPads and
Yeah, the herpes constellation prize.
You think he was giving them out something else?
No,
that
wasn't
in the bag?
Wasn't that the? I don't know if it's. Listen, I don't know if that's a spurious rumor
Yeah.
or I don't know if it's authentic in fact. But Jeter was slinging the heater.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And when you sling the heater like that, there are some consequences.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you ain't gotta. When it comes down to that, Adam, you ain't gotta. You don't have to even. You can catch that, and you don't even have to go in. It could be a bump here. What that? You just press it like a.
Yeah, he's got that extra something special where it just goes away. Like the universe is like, we don't want this guy to have this.
Right. He doesn't have it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the Matrix is real. All right.
Also, I feel like anyone who's already gotten that far into Jeter's life or like upstairs in his penthouse, wherever,
Right.
probably doesn't care. They have to like risk reward it. Be like,
They probably
all right,
have
how
it too.
many herpes? And he's like, what? And she's like, well, like how many? And he's like,
You itemizing the herpes?
yeah.
Wait a minute. Let's see here.
We're going to see. Okay, on the receipt it says that there's only 7 here,
Yeah.
but there's clearly 17.
Yeah. That feels like an old Chris Rock bit, like something about like checking how many, like girls trying to figure out how many.
I mean, you gotta you gotta explore, man. You gotta explore, man. You gotta look, man. You gotta like search the ass like Christopher Columbus, man. You gotta like look at the body and see if there's anything on it, man. Then you gotta make a decision. Like, should I proceed? Like, oh damn, I spent $150 on drinks and food. Should I keep going or should I bail? If I bail, how much is Valtrex? Right. That's right, man. That's right.
My God, dude. Oh my God.
Because if you bail, man, if you fucking bail, you still want to get a little something. Like give me some, some head or something. Like, God damn, I'm not going to get anything. Like, nothing. Man, shit, man. I mean, come on. We went to Lucky Strike, man. Really? That's it, man. I risked my life with COVID, putting my fingers inside of the balls. Look, even before COVID, they were nasty. That's where COVID started, okay? COVID started in bowling balls.
Does that? He looks around.
Make sure they're still on board. Yeah. Dude, that is so fucking good.
You know what? You're freaking Tony Stark. You're Robert Downey Jr.
Well, look, so Robert Downey Jr. has been somebody that I've just been a fan of for a long time. And Jay Pharoah, so look, Tony Stark, Jay Pharoah, these are guys that we've talked about, in just great detail. Like two guys that have obviously gotten the booty more than a few times. Like, look, I bought in a car for a bitch one time, but it was a bitch from the past. And it was a bitch I reconnected with on Facebook. And so I felt like, look, I owe her because she sent me some nudes. They were not her nudes, they were her sister's, but her sister's nudes, not of her sister. But so I just felt like, look, there's only so many times I can give somebody a gift. I'm like the White Oprah. You know what I'm saying?
That's,
Yeah, dude.
That's so, I don't even know where to start. Like if I, start right here and, kind of get into it. And
It's a little Dr. Evil-y.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I...
Yeah, little Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
He's really quick with, things he says and, billionaire philanthropist and, make love to a lot of women and save the world. That's what I mean. Does. Like, I heard you do it. I was like, Adam, that shit is spot the fuck.
Oh, man. Yeah, but now, is that, if you were putting together, like when you put together your Was your SNL
reel?
audition?
I put together my reel.
When you did your audition for SNL, like how many were just like, all right, I know I got this one, and how many were like, because like if I were to put a tape together, I'd probably throw that in there, but then I go, oh, is a Robert Downey Jr. though enough in the zeitgeist?
Bro, nobody does. It's those rare ones, bro.
Gotcha.
Like
but even if he's not because he's not in the news a ton, but is he enough that's known?
If you started doing that shit, just the mannerisms and it would destroy.
Yeah.
Like I would say the one for me, well, it was a few in there for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, the Denzel,
yes,
the Jay-Z,
yes,
the Eddie Murphy, the Chris Tucker.
You had all those.
I had all those in there. I did Stewie from Family Guy doing some shit, and I did the Will Smith though. Will Smith was
that was next level.
Nobody ever seen a Will Smith
ever.
Nobody was doing Will Smith. Like I was the guy doing Will Smith. I mean, I think Afion was doing he did it a little bit, but he didn't like go. I went.
That's the one thing that even just with that Chris Rock you just did, it's like you can sustain, dude. Yeah. There's something about doing like a quick voice of something. Like I've seen some comics in their set or on late night do a quick, even like a noise or a laugh of somebody, and I'm like, that's fine, but like to me that it doesn't even constitute impression because you got to hear, like you just talked like Chris Rock verbatim with everything to where I'm like, oh, that sounds like, I jokingly said it sounds like a bit of his, and then you did it, and I'm like, now I believe that was a Chris Rock bit. You know what I'm saying?
Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do right now.
Yeah.
Since I fucking adore you and you're fucking dope.
I love you.
Here we go. Look. Yo, I got a question to Mr. Robert Downey Jr.
Sure. Well, obviously, so people don't know this, but we met. I think it was on Men in Black 2. I was visiting Tommy Lee Jones on the set, but he's a dear friend. But so, what's your question? Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing was, Robert at the time, he didn't want to do one of the worm guys because his ego was like so big and inflated. But at the end of the day, he had just done U.S. Marshals.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And he was getting hot. So in retrospect, it was a good decision that you made to not be part of the film. Yeah, because
success is a drug. So you look. I mean, you pick parts based on what financial decisions, or because of how many tank tops you can wear.
Yeah,
if you're saving the world.
How many tank tops I can wear? You know what I mean? Is am I able to swing with the the leading lady? Because
of course,
like we do a lot of swinging,
right? And you also do a lot of dick swinging because I've noticed in most of your films, you wear baggy pants.
Yeah, you got to do that. You got to show the women. Exactly like what you're dealing with. Shake It Fast. You remember that song?
Yes.
Yeah. I had actually had the original concept. It was called Shake Your Dick, Watch Yourself.
Right.
Show me what you're working with.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to show them what you're working with. This is before.
So that's what that meant.
Yeah. This was before like Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. Were like busting it wide open. So like I used to bust it. I used to bust it without, actually busting it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
See, now is it, so rap, film, TV, you've done it all, obviously, clearly. How do you maintain that stuff with being a dad? Because your kids, obviously, they base, like, summertime, is it really based around summertime, or is it a different season? What is your favorite season, I guess, is what I'm asking.
I mean, listen, my favorite season, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, Robert.
Sure.
I just don't like August. I really don't.
Yeah. Well, it's the weaker of the summer months.
Yeah, it is the weaker of the summer. It's, it's really hot. Sometimes things get entangled. It's really just.
Well, it's kind of like that friend you bring out to the club, right? And he's, he says he has the inn at a certain spot you've never been to, but it's a Hollywood night spot, and you go, fuck it, YOLO, TMI, let's do it. So you go to this place, right? And he says he's got some sort of hookup for some drugs, some some coke, some speed, some bumps, some whatever. You snuff it, you huff it, you fuck it, you suck it. So we're all having a good time. We're sitting in a Rite Aid parking lot, waiting for somebody to come out with a plan B, right?
Oh, Rite Aid, just Rite Aid, and y'all was thinking like Walgreens or something. Rite Aid is cool too. Yeah,
Rite Aid and Walgreens are kind of one of the same.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's almost
thing.
like Coke and Pepsi, hand jobs, blow jobs. It's all the same, right? If you
Coca-Cola.
If you get an over the pants HJ from a deaf girl in an Uber pool, then that's your decision. But it's what I'm saying is, who'd you vote for, Will?
Now my tax bracket. I probably should have voted.
Sure.
For this guy, but
since I didn't vote for this guy, I didn't want to. the people, all of these people that absolutely love me. Will Smith loves me, okay? Will loves me. Will should have voted, but
Will didn't vote for him.
Sure.
Because Barack, Barack wasn't
Barack's
even
a good
in
friend
there.
of yours. Well,
He's
yes.
a good friend of mine. I tried to get, he hit me on the jack. He was like, you got to get Hillary in there. I was like, all right, cool. Have you heard about spirit cooking? He was like, yeah, but still. And, I was like, all right, I don't really like spirit cooking because, I don't cook with spirits. I only cook. With positive energy.
Well, you have to, yeah.
And and when you got like positive energy and you're cooking,
This day and age.
it's seasoned.
I get that.
Right. Because if it's not seasoned, it's kind of it's not black.
It's not black, right.
I
was gonna say that.
It's more like, Carrie, Jennifer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of that,
Yeah. You want it to be black.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but
No. Well, I was thinking it, so you didn't have to say it.
Yeah. So, I like how like you picked it up and like you picked it up, chicka, and you like dunked it. That was like really good. So yeah. So I went ahead and voted for Hillary, and then like last time, man, I had to get Biden in there. It was too much. Trump being in office made as much sense to me as watching a porno with two dudes and a girl.
Sure.
And the dudes.
And you don't know the dude's last name.
You don't know the dude's last name.
You're like, I need some context.
In the same hole at the exact same time.
How are they getting in there? There's not enough space for all three.
Exactly.
Right.
And then, that's your man's.
Right.
And y'all are rubbing together.
Sure.
So, you.
And he's your ride home. So what do you say? You can't tell him to get out of there.
It's like good campfire. I don't know.
Yeah. What's the small talk? Do you make small talk if you're having a threesome? With the other guy?
That's not something I do.
Sure. Like, let's say you, DJ Jazzy Jeff, somebody,
Me and DJ Jazzy Jeff, you know what? Like we, listen, if anybody does anything weird, we go in different rooms, I got a little, compartments,
a little separate space,
just get in there. But,
sure.
Me personally, I don't want to see nobody's meat, I just get, and, that's what I do.
Now, I heard something real crazy, and then we'll wrap this up. I heard Barack Obama left you a voicemail after he saw... what was that movie you did where you were the big movie where it was a summer movie?
All my movies are big.
It was a bit, but it was you were fighting.
Robert.
You were fighting something. You were running around town. You were saying things like, "We got to get out of this." There was a big. There was an alien involved. There's some guy and you swung your big cock at him.
It was
the one that had cock in the name of it.
2011. Yeah, it was
Hancock.
Hancock.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about After Earth.
After Earth. That's what it was.
After Earth.
So, yes.
Yes.
It was where Earth was over, so it was
Yeah.
after Earth. What's happening after Earth? That's the premise, correct?
Yeah, because these monsters have come and like wiped out. So it was basically A Quiet Place before A Quiet Place.
Oh shit, mic drop. Did you hear that, Krasinski? You just got put on blast.
That's
Your film
right.
is actually a spin-off of a film that was already made.
You stole it.
You stole it from
listen,
Will
you
Smith.
good with that
You got
Tom
it. It's
Clancy
great.
stuff, but
you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
Okay.
but when it comes to like aliens like attacking, like, yo,
That's
your
our
boy
guy
had
right
it
there.
first.
That's our guy.
Appreciate it.
And so
Yeah.
Barack loved that film, and he left you a voicemail. What did he say? He said something about...
He said, that movie was absolutely one of the most suspenseful movies I've ever seen in my life. And, I'm sorry, Will. That was my dream. I fell asleep. And when I got up, the credits were rolling. So I'm going to have to watch it at your house personally because I ain't seen the shit. But I see it broke some records. So good job. And I'll see you at the cookout this year. All right. Thank you. That's it.
Holy shit, dude.
Yo, Robert Downey Jr. and Will Smith
Dude, just mixing it up like that, dude.
Dude, we gotta do it. Dude, we gotta do a fucking. I used to do I did the little spoofs called Behind the Actor.
Yeah.
The two, why has Robert Downey Jr. and Will Smith never made a movie together? We could do that shit and shoot
Let's
it.
1,000% do that.
Let's shoot that shit.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
You did so much. I mean, you don't even talk. I mean, it's so funny to kind of be back into like somewhat of normalcy now. But like, how did you, when things shut down, did you just go, all right, I need to up my content production, or did you kind of, enjoy the time off for a beat?
I don't know if it was. Well, I must have been enjoying because I definitely there was definitely people coming to the crib. I did Corona free.
Yeah.
But I literally took the time I said to myself, man, this is a good time for me to take the concepts and things that I have and really try to dissect them and try to come up with some more material.
Yeah.
So I was writing, dude, and then I was really writing. And remember Magic Castle, they were still doing shows. They started doing shows
For the cars and whatnot, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So the first show back was at Magic Castle, and the energy was so crazy. It was so crazy. The owner's girlfriend, and I can't remember her name right now, but she came down. She said there was so much energy.
Yeah.
I came down here because they were going wild.
Wow.
So I sat there with my jokes and I just wrote, and I was just talking shit. Like just being real.
Yeah.
Like, yo, my nigga, like when I say, don't get mad at me, I kill ants. Don't get mad at me, okay? They come in my house and I don't ask. Now, constitutionally, what is that? That's breaking and entering. I don't fuck with you in your house.
That's so funny.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you messing with me,
Yeah.
fuck ants.
Yeah.
Why do I say that, Adam? Because you've seen what they do. 80 of them will pick up a fucking squirrel and walk the fuck off.
Yeah, I don't like those odds.
I will be damn. And there's a lot of them, right?
Yeah.
There's big ass colonies. It's a queen. It looks like fucking alien. That's what it looks like, right? I can only imagine.
Yeah.
But I'll be damned if I wake up in the damn morning and I'm outside of my house on the lawn, still in my bed, because these sons of bitches done picked the shit up and walked out the front door.
That's
How the fuck you
hilarious.
gonna move me out my house and you don't pay no bills? See, they don't work like that, Adam. They don't work like that.
Yeah.
If you in my house, you either got to pay me or fuck me. Them are the two options. Okay? Unless they can come up with a big ass wop.
Yeah.
They can form a big ass wop like they fucking Megatron or some shit. Or they Zordon,
Some
whatever.
Transformer and pussy.
Yeah. A wop. You know, if they can, you know what I'm saying? Unless
That's
they can do
hilarious.
that, they gotta get the fuck out.
That's hilarious.
I have
dude.
definitely murdered a lot of ants in the community. Yeah, I got the little posters out. They don't fuck with me. They know.
And their little
shit.
ant, so your face is up in like the little ant world about like beware of this guy. That's
And I bet you it's
fucking
the
hilarious.
goofiest picture. I bet you I'm like this.
Dude, that's funny. You got to add that in. That's so funny that they pulled something from like your Instagram. It's just like when like people make, you know, flyers for other things and they don't get photo approval from you, so they pull something from like. That's so funny, dude.
That is real. And
you always, dude. Even when we did shows at the store, man, that was one thing that I was always real impressed about you, because you know I hadn't seen you do stand up live, and when you were out in LA on the show, and then even after the show, and you were doing White Famous, and you were popping up a lot. It was really cool to see, you just crush on stage, but then to be like riffing backstage immediately, and like I think I might have said something about some bit I liked, and then you just kind of started telling me some other ideas you had, just like you were doing now, and then we started riffing on it, and then literally like 2 nights later, you're doing it. You're like doing it with like added elements, and I was like, man, this guy just. That's a fearlessness that I feel like you gotta have, and not everybody has it. And I was just real pumped and impressed by that, because you kind of just were like, you know, first of all, just down to kind of chat things out, which I love
for sure.
And then you immediately took it to the stage to kind of be like, you know, how's this gonna go? And it was like, that's a great way to do it, man. Mix it up a little, get a good sense of what was funny, and then you clearly went home and added to it, and then did it 2 nights later, and it was like a full on. Much more fleshed out bit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm a person who, if you got a tag or something, I'm like, yo, I'll listen.
Yeah,
I'm not above people coming up being like, hey, dog, I saw this. Yo, if you add this little, I'll be like, oh, okay, thank you, appreciate that. That's a tag.
Yeah.
You're not writing the bit. It's a tag, and if the person can think on the same frequency that you're thinking to make something better, you know. Have at it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
You know, it's all about the best product you can put out there on a grand scale. So all of that grinding that you do in the comedy clubs before you go up there to do your special, it's about that shit. And it's about them getting the best product at the end of the day. Because it don't even matter. It don't matter how you came to it. The best product is gonna sell.
Right.
It's gonna sell.
Who got you into it?
Well,
when you were a kid, what was the first stuff you saw that made you go, wow, what is that?
I used to watch Ricky Smiley a lot.
Why does that sound familiar?
Ricky Smiley, he's got a morning show. He's from freaking Alabama.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But he's funny as hell. He's been doing he does a prank calls. He did Buford. He did Bernice Jenkins. All these people. So I would do prank calls. Like when I would call my grandmother's house, because I didn't want to. I was a little punk ass. I didn't want to mess with nobody else.
Yeah.
And my aunt. You know what I mean? It was fun to mess with her. God, I was a kid. You know what I mean? I was a kid, Adam. So I know better now. When you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
But my aunt, she's got some problems. You know what I'm saying? So, calling her up, sweet lady.
Yeah.
But on the phone, it's hilarious to mess with her.
Yeah.
So
because why? Just short fuse? Just frustrate easily?
What's happening?
Confused? That's all you want?
Just think about a 63-year-old Southern lady, like heavy set Southern lady.
Perfect.
That's just messing with her.
Perfect.
That's
dude.
exactly what we did. I just called her up. I would mess with her, and I would do the characters that Ricky Smiley was doing to her.
Cool.
And then it was this Indian prank called you know damn right. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
This is Karpal. He's like, what are you speaking? He's like, I'm going to kill you. Like all of that. I used to do all of that to them.
That's a great way to get into it, just to kind of mimic and start to like get some of the rhythms of how the delivery and whatnot.
Yep. And I was, and then Bernie Mac, Kings of Comedy, definitely Robin Harris. One Night Stand. That was a great special, man. He was one of the best. He was look at this right here. Unemployment line. Ain't this a bitch? I was outside smoking me a drink. You heard what I said. Test tube, baby. Like, what? Him, Chris Rock's Bring the Pain, bro.
Yeah.
Bring the Pain. I saw Bring the Pain when I was, how old was I? I was either 17 or 18 when I saw that. That joint messed me up. Delirious as well.
Yeah, that was it for me.
Yeah, Delirious was Delirious. It had everything. You got the impressions. You got family stories,
characters,
callbacks,
act-outs,
characters. It's a buffet of comedy.
Yeah,
it's one of the best.
It's flawless.
Richard Pryor's live in concert is another one that he was. You know what I'm talking about? When he had the silk shirt.
Oh yeah,
and he's talking about the monkeys. Yeah. with humping his ear, and it felt like a wet Q-tip. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. It's one of the best.
Oh yeah,
it's one of the best. So
wait, so any family member or somebody show you stand up, or did you seek it out?
I like funny. I just like making fun of stuff.
Right. So you were trying to make people laugh like at school and in your family,
and it was and it was Comic View when I was growing up. It was Comic View, and then after watching that comic, it just made me go into the archives and search more stuff and just see these great specials.
Wow.
And just be like, damn. But I remember Kings of Comedy came out when I was 12, and I remember how bad Bernie Mac was killing those motherfuckers. And he was like. He said, you know, the homie, he gonna come downstairs have for some milk and cookie. I said, he just had them boy can't have no milk and cookie. He said, you can't have no motherfucking milk and cookie. He gonna look at me like I'm short, you know. Oh, no, North Carolina. Y'all know what that mean. Me want to do something to me. So I backed up. I told him, bust her move. Bust her motherfucking move. Like,
oh my God.
That shit.
Dude.
He was like, I need to open a daycare center. I'm on to prove to you I take care of kids. When you come pick your kid up, and he got a knot on his head, I'm going to tell you, I took a hammer and I smacked the fuck out of him. Jumping on my goddamn couch. Sit your punk ass down before you get fucked up around here.
Oh my God.
That was, for me, that was it. I was like, yo, I want to have that. I want to have that.
Wow.
That's amazing. But
and you would prank call your aunt, but what about at school? Like for me, I would prank call. It's so funny you did that, dude. I prank called Seattle sports radio stations, recorded it on my My First Sony, brought it on the bus, played it to friends, calling back 3-4 times in a night, doing different voices. I call back, I'd be like, we need to trade Ken Griffey Jr. for like some Cracker Jacks, and these guys are like, what the fuck are you talking about next? And they go back, yeah, man, like I feel like the manners, what the problem is, you know. And
is that Bobcat Jones?
Yeah, I don't know who that was. Yeah, some crazy drunk. I think it was like whoever I thought. Like my buddies were always like, you gotta have like a kid, then you have like a guy that like sounds like he drinks too much, maybe Barney from The Simpsons a little bit of, you know.
Yeah.
And and then I would do like impressions of Ace Ventura on the bus and memorize chunks of the movie. So like, how would you make kids at school laugh?
That's what I would do. I would impersonate the teachers.
Yep,
I would impersonate the teachers, and it was commentary for movies I would do.
Isn't it funny how few people were like? I honestly like it was such a, and I'm sure every school is different, but like. Were you one of? I mean, how many other kids were doing that? We're trying to.
It was
risking getting in trouble to.
Right. There were funny kids, man, but nobody would do the character stuff like I would do the character stuff. Even when we would read in class, like we read like Christmas Carol, and then like I remember I was doing Scrooge. I like, but when I got a crack at it, like I put the character. You know how kids read?
Yeah,
kids read straight as fuck. Like they don't. They just read it like, and I am Ebenezer Scrooge, and Spirit, please don't take me because I have learned so much. And my ass get in there.
Nervous.
I'm like, I'm Ebenezer Scrooge. Please don't take me away from my children. Like I was doing that shit at 12, 11, 10. I used to love it. It was it made me feel good because I was a fat kid. They was pinching my titties, like I said, so.
But when they're laughing, you're the funny kid. You're not the fat kid.
Exactly. And then when they can see the talent, they're just like, wow, that's dope. And they would, even in high school, I wasn't as popular in high school, but I broke out of my shell once I started doing stand up, and I did stand up because I left Indian River High School in 10th grade, and the kids started trying to mess with me. And then I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not going to get bullied. I'm not going to leave one school to get bullied at this one and by some uppity freaking country club members.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Fuck that.
So I just, jokes was just cooking them. And I got popular at that school. And then that Christmas, I remember Christmas came around. It was Christmas 2003. And we were all at my Uncle Butch's house. And he was up, and he's a singer, right? He's a croon singer. Bootstraps, woo. He one of them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of them old jazz motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like if you cut him in half, a big ass blue jazz note will come the fuck out, right? So he's up there, he's singing, doing his thing. And my uncles, I would always like be funny around my uncles and my cousins.
Yeah.
But I would never do it around my parents because it's hard to be to have confidence around the people who are kicking your ass.
Totally.
So, you know what I mean? So I was like, I don't want to do it in front of them.
Right.
But everybody else knew. So my uncle was like, Jay, get up and do Bernie Mac and do the Crocodile Hunter and do Bill Clinton. And I'm up there. It's like everybody's around. There's it's like a step down. It's a step down. 2 couches, couch over here, another couch over here. Everybody's there. Liquor's over there. I'm up there just doing impressions. I'm up there doing the Bernie Mac and Crocodile Hunter and killing it. Crikey, I'm doing all of this shit.
My God.
My dad is in the back like this. He was like, I didn't know you could do that. I'm like, yeah, man, I've been doing it for you. If you wouldn't hit me so much, you would.
What?
You would see this.
Holy
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? So, and these are all jokes. Listen,
Yeah, of course.
These,
Yeah.
Hey, I got whipped, but whatever. So,
Everybody did.
everybody got whipped.
And you know what? If you didn't, I mean,
You're probably shooting people.
yeah. If you didn't, you should have been. And your parents just didn't have the balls because you scared them too much.
Yep.
Hey guys, Adam Ray here for the About Last Night podcast. Hope you're enjoying this episode. Obviously, it's a very difficult time for everyone right now. We're all challenged in finding a day-to-day routine that makes our lives consistent and awesome. And if there's something that's interfering with your happiness right now or preventing you from achieving your goals, BetterHelp Online Counseling is there for you. BetterHelp is a professional counseling service, online, private, and it's so convenient. I've used it for a little bit now. It's truly the only way that I've found to help get my own issues dealt with on my own time, at my own pace. You can schedule secure video or phone sessions, plus chat and text with your licensed professional counselor right now. They're specialized in depression, anger, stress, anxiety, family conflicts, LGBT matters, grief or relationships, sleeping, which I have a lot of trouble with, trauma, self-esteem. Anything that you share with them is confidential. And guess what? If you're not happy with your counselor for any reason, at any time, you can request a new one for no additional charge. There's 3,000 U.S. licensed therapists across all 50 states, available worldwide. And again, there's 4 ways to communicate with them: text, chat, phone, and video. You can start communicating in under 24 hours. It's available on any desktop, mobile web, Android, and iOS apps. Schedule a video or phone session, generally weekly, unless your therapist schedules more. Unless you just are really not sleeping and need to get some additional chats in. There's broad expertise in the network, which may not be locally available in many areas. Financial aid is available for those who qualify. It's secure, it's convenient, it's professional. And above all, it's affordable, all right? It's truly the most affordable option I found. So right now, all ALN listeners are going to get 10% off your first month with a discount code AboutLastNight. So why not get started today and start making some changes for the better in your life? You deserve it. So go to BetterHelp.com/AboutLastNight. Simply fill out a questionnaire to help them assess your needs and get matched with a counselor that you'll love. That's BetterHelp.com/AboutLastNight. BetterHelp.com/AboutLastNight and get 10% off your first month with promo code AboutLastNight. And now, back to the episode.
I don't even know how you go about disciplining a kid nowadays with just the amount of like, I mean, even my nephew will like swear and talk back to like his parents, and I'm just like, man. But my brother-in-law is not opposed to, belts.
Beating
He's like the belt was what I got, and he's like, that's just. And when it comes down to it, it's like there's no like, controlled, I guess, violence is what it is, because it's like you're not going to shove him down the stairs. That's going to send a message, but
Probably get you locked up.
Yeah. So the belt's the move.
Do that. That's
okay.
a tumbleweed. No, that's my son. He's wrong. I would like to say this. I don't care why we joking about this.
Yeah.
Listen, when it comes to COVID, I will kick a COVID kid's ass.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know.
No
all
shit,
right?
dude.
When I was doing that movie in Africa, and when I was going through travel, when I was flying, dude, it was one of the most arduous situations because you don't know what people have.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want people to be around you. These are people
yeah.
from different countries. We're in Dubai right now. This little girl, she got on the thing, got on my hand rest and put on her hand rest and was doing little flips back and forth. I'm looking at her mom like, you better get your mans. Like, I know this is a daughter. You better get your mans.
Cover that shit up.
Cause hey, don't because you know who I think got COVID? Anybody I don't know got COVID.
I know, dude.
So I'm like, yo, man, hey, you can't.
Dude, even at a drive-through at like a fast food restaurant, I'm like, that car is too fucking close now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and here's something else weird. And I know we're going off on tangents because we both had ADD. Here's something else weird. The fact that now people are acting like 6 feet of it doesn't exist anymore. It's literally like Tokyo in a freaking subway now.
Yeah, dude.
People are so close. I gotta look. You ever got to give somebody a look like
back up.
You need to back up.
Yeah,
look,
this is not 6 feet.
like this. Like yo, I'll even be behind my mask. You should see the amount of shit I talk behind my mask. I talk a lot.
I love it.
But you should see me behind my I'm like when I'm doing that shit. I'm like, yo, man, this motherfucker. I be coughing and shit. I be doing that on purpose. Like, shit. What is that? Fuck. Like Idris Elba. We was on Hot One.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Oh shit.
Blah,
Yeah.
blah. I start stretching and shit with my leg kicking back. I kick, hey, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Stay your ass back. Don't
Take a
come
hit,
over here.
man. Yeah.
Stay back.
I know everyone's just kind of settling back into it. Like it's just, yeah. What was it like doing the movie in, what island were you in?
Mauritius.
Where's
Mauritius. That's in off the east coast of Africa.
Wow.
Beautiful, man.
Wait, this is a resort to love, or this
Resort to Love.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
was
what we
gorgeous,
shot that
dude.
one. And it's like, dude, we almost did that a year. Wow, we almost did that a year ago.
Crazy.
That's fucking insane.
Just came out, #1 on Netflix. So fucking good. I was, again, dude, like seeing you up on stage, slinging jokes, how great that was. But then it's like, I've seen you, and White Famous, you were so good.
Thank you, man.
And, movies here and there. But like, this one was there were scenes that were like more demanding acting wise to where you had to flex the chops. And I was like, yeah, dude, that's why, I hit you up right after. And I was like, and there was that, couple scenes in particular where you really had to, be dialed in. And you were, man. And that's why I was like, and I'm sitting there watching, being like, all right, if this doesn't go the way I'm thinking it's going to go, probably tell Jay the podcast isn't happening. And then you fucking, dude, just, water wells dialed in was fucking sweet. Like my sister's fucking crying on the bed. Like it was great, dude. Yeah. Yeah, it was great.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Really impressed.
Thank you, bro.
And the movie's great. It's like, what do you want from a classic rom-com? Yeah, is that kind of what you? But I mean, more twists than I would have thought, and the story was fun, and it was easy to get on board with. And then you got the twist, you got it working out the way it should at the end, and a lot of funny. Like that's for me. Like I feel like where some rom-coms come up short is like just a little too focused on the love story, and it's not just like
Steven Tecita did a great job of getting you right to that emotional point, but then having something that could come and just be funny right afterwards.
Yeah.
Like the scene, and I'll talk about it, the one where me and Christina are kind of like reconciling our situation or whatever, or we're having like, I'm sorry for hurting you and all of that.
Yeah.
And then we about to go in and all the waterworks is happening.
Dude.
And then you see the lizard. And she's like, ah! And she puts, I'm like, oh my God. And I fly in the bushes.
Yeah, dude, it's great.
Immediately took you out of it to laugh,
Totally.
but it's like the extremity of emotional, and right there, like a punchline comes out of
Yeah,
the
you want that to have your heartstrings tugged at just enough, and then just to be reminded that you're,
Still a comedian.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Was it? Did you do like extra prep for that? Is that something you've always kind of had? Was it like how do you approach?
I mean, as far as that goes, man, I've been doing theater since I was 8. Right. You know what I mean? And stand-up, that came 16 years old. So, it was just when you're doing a dramatic role, man, it's just, if you've got it, you've got it. In a comedian, we have a lot of darkness. There's a lot of darkness in us, man.
Totally.
And and a lot of us are depressed at least half of the year, or 51%.
Sure.
60.
Yeah.
70.
Yeah. Most of the day.
82. Yeah. Keep going up.
Today's a bright spot. Yeah.
But you just kind of, it's just about living in those real moments, and whatever the emotion from that character is, just being, you pull it out of yourself. You pull it out of yourself to make it reminiscent of something that you've gone through. And all of those conversations that I was having with the ladies, I've had them with other ladies.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So like, you
were able to pull from that.
I was able to pull from that. And then, I can just cry, and I can cry.
No way.
I can
always had that?
I can, yeah. I've been doing that since I was like 6, dude.
Damn.
Yeah. I'll be in class fucking with people. I'll be in class and I just start going. They'll be like, oh, something's wrong. I'm like, nah, dude, I'm good. It's all good. To the point, it's funny.
Get out of tests and shit.
Yeah.
Jay, what's going on? Can you not take the exam today? I mean, I can if you want me to. If you want me to be a hero. No, go outside. You want some snacks? You want to suck on one of my titties? Jay, you all right?
Just like, I can't, I don't want to. You see? Is that? Oh boy, look at that.
Oh shit!
Authentic tears, folks.
You start teaching a class after this about how to cry. Yeah,
it's something. I don't know if you could do it, but it's like right here. It's like that when you feel depression, that cold feeling you get like at the top of your ass.
Get a little tight right here.
Yes,
yeah.
I can pull that, bro, and like make it work for me.
Wow,
I'm a fucking alien.
Yeah.
I got 6 fingers. I got extra bones in my mouth.
Third ball.
Third ball. I'm black and amazing at head. Like, I'm just a fucking alien. I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
I'm from Mars.
Wait, I didn't know you were doing theater at 8.
Yeah, man.
Oh shit, dude. Okay. So making the fam and friends laugh at school. So you're getting a taste of just the acting bug that early on. So it's been in you from the get-go.
Yeah, I always knew I wanted to be an entertainer. I just didn't know in what capacity I was going to do it. I didn't know whether I was going to get cartoons, or I didn't know whether it was going to be on screen. But I knew from the day I got up and performed, I was like, I love this. I love the energy. I love the way that the crowd makes me feel. It makes me feel better about myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's a energy that's just, it fills the room. And when you hit that when you're on that right frequency, it's ubiquitous. Everybody is dialed in at the same time.
Yeah.
And you can really make people feel shit. And that's a superpower in itself.
It's a true win-win where you get something out of it and you're making the masses feel good about themselves. Yeah. There's very few things where it's just very evenly split like that. How was SNL even on the radar when you were a kid?
I didn't know. I always watched Wayne's World. That was my shit.
Yeah.
Like Dana Carvey.
That's my boy. Yeah.
And that was like the 90s, so I would see it.
Oh yeah.
And I always would, when I would watch SNL, and I would see Mike Myers, and I would see Dana Carvey, and I'd be like, why they got the same clothes on? That's kind of dirty. Didn't they have those on last week? Like, that's, shouldn't they put on a different shirt or something like that? That's what my mind went to. I'm like, because I couldn't understand that these are characters,
right?
And that they're gonna be wearing the same clothes because that's the character's clothes.
Yeah.
I just thought it was on some Doug shit where they either had the same one or they just did the Jake Gyllenhaal and didn't shower.
right.
That's what I thought it was. But Mila Kunis. Let me not say that. Let me take Mila back. Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, dude. Did somebody ask him that question, or did they just
I have
offer
no
it
clue.
up?
I'm gonna tell you this, Adam. I don't know if you use it. Do you use washcloths? You know the washcloths?
Yeah.
You use
Oh no! I use a
loofah.
Loofah.
See, you do. Okay, you're good.
Yeah.
See, a lot of folks out there, some of your cousins might be. It's not all. It's just some.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Yeah, you know who you are.
Some
There's a different look that you get when you walk into like a Subway.
It's a grunge.
It's a grungy, stinky, stanky.
Yes, but it's a washcloth, bro. You have to use a washcloth. I used to watch them Zestfully Clean commercials, and I used to get so pissed off at that dude. I was like, you
Just
are
using soap.
misleading so many white folks. You are misleading them.
Yeah.
You're not fully clean till you're Zest fully clean. No, bitch, you're not clean until you scrub that shit off with a washcloth.
Yeah, dude.
Because I guarantee
you've missed so many areas.
so many. What are you doing? How do you clean your ass? What do you do?
Unless you're putting the soap all the way up there, like, yeah, dude, what is it?
You put the bar in your.
You touch your hands and then wiped it,
You suppository your shit, and then let it come out.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, you gotta
So washcloth or bust, yeah.
Washcloth had to. You gotta wash in a black household, and this was me ever since I always remembered from a kid. Every time I went to my aunt's house, my cousin's house, if you stayed over there in my house, you got a towel and you got 2 cloths. You got one for your face and you got one for your ass. Because you do not want to cross your ass cloth with your face cloth. You don't want to do that.
This again sounds like a Chris Rock bit waiting to have it, doesn't it?
You don't wanna your ass cloth and your face cloth, man. You can't cross them, man. You gotta keep them apart, man. Keep your ass cloth over here because, man, if you use your ass cloth on your face, then you got a butter face. Like you got ass in your face, right? You've got like Cardi B. One night stand with Cardi B, ass in the face. Wop, wop, whoppity, wop.
Good night. Wop, 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 whoppity, wop, good night. Oh my God, dude. And that's the name of the special. All right, so that's okay. So SNL, how does that even and
I always knew I always wanted to be on SNL. I did. I wanted to be up there. I didn't know how to get there. I was from Virginia. I didn't know how to get up there.
And no ties to the business, no?
No ties to the business.
Right.
Me getting up there was literally me speaking that shit into existence. Me going up to New York, hitting the comedy circuit, and people saying, you should be on SNL, and me being like, I don't know how. And then my agent somehow getting it together, us putting the audition tape together, sending it to them, getting called down there, testing, and then getting the job 3 weeks later. I'm dead ass. That's exactly how it happened. Spoke all that shit into existence. And I had an NBC deal before I got SNL. I had a holding deal.
Whoa.
I had a holding deal.
Montreal or something?
You said from
Montreal? Like,
it was no. It was from an audition I did called Pink House, right? And that show never got picked up. But the audition wowed the producers. Wow. So they rotated that shit through the company. And before I knew it, I was in California sitting in front of Scott Stuber, and he was trying to figure out how we could turn my my story about going to private school for a year into an actual a series or whatever.
Wow.
But I said at that time, I was always thinking like 5-10 years ahead as a young kid doing that shit. And I was like, if I get on this show with him and it doesn't get picked up, then I'm gonna get shelved. And if I get shelved, then nobody's gonna see me.
Yeah.
And there's other people gonna be in opportunities while I'm on the back burner.
Yeah.
So what I have to do is I want to get on an established show and then build up my base. And then maybe if I leave and I do a series or something, they'll watch. And that's kind of what happened with White Famous.
Yeah.
Even though they're short-lived White Famous.
So good though.
You know, listen.
You never know how things
listen,
are
man,
supposed to go.
Lovecraft is canceled.
Yeah.
So come on.
Yeah.
Like some shows should have been given more room to grow.
Yeah.
And I feel like
all
White
shows,
Famous,
really, if you're going to put it out there, man, like,
Yeah.
especially one like that with so much firepower too, you know?
Michael Rappaport, And
Jamie's producing it with you,
Jamie
right?
Foxx and Tom Kapanos and Tim Story and what is his name? I see his face. I know Natalia Zia was on the show, but he was an English actor. I love him. He was in Pirates of the Caribbean. He was James Norrington.
Oh,
you know who I'm talking about?
I do. Mike, do you know? Fuck, no clue.
I mean, ain't like we ain't got. I mean, shit. I'm not gonna. I love him, so I'm not gonna disrespect him. We gonna see this. We gonna get him on here. You know,
Mike, how we good? I heard a little noise in the headphones a bit. Are we good? Okay, cool.
Let's see here. James.
Yeah, that show. Did you know Jamie prior to that?
Jack Davenport.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I had met Jamie prior to that. I remember it was 2012 when he was hosting SNL. He said, "Hey man," he said, "Look, baby, you know what's crazy?" He said, "What the fizzle with the feezy?" He said, "You are so talented." He said, "Why?" He said, "Why they ain't putting you out there? You are so talented." He said, "Man, if I could do anything for you, man, I will, man, because I think you're talented, man." So White Famous came up, the opportunity came, and it was like, all right, we get a chance to work together.
Wow.
And we did that. Yeah, 4 years
Said
later.
it and meant it, huh?
Yeah. Come on, Pharaoh, turn up, baby. What's happening,
my
baby?
God.
Everybody, what's up, baby? How y'all doing?
Yeah, please tell me you've been to a Jamie Foxx party or partied with him. Or
No,
Nope.
ain't nah,
Not like
ain't,
that?
ain't for that. I ain't,
Yeah.
nah, I don't be doing the parties. Because, you know, people's parties get wild.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm...
SNL after parties?
SNL after parties get wild because white people love coke. I personally, that's not my shit.
Yeah, me neither.
I get some weed, I'm
Yeah,
good.
perfect.
You know,
Some drinks.
I can say that now because it's legal here.
Yeah, it's great.
I have to feel bad, but
Yeah, you were talking about smoking a joint with your mama.
It is so cool now, man. I think I did that 2019, right? She came out, you know, she's retired. She finally was retired. And we just sitting there outside on my on one of my balconies. We just sit because I had to say that. I got more than one.
Yeah.
I'm sitting out there on one of the 5 balconies, and and we just talking about life, and we're passing the J to each other. And I was looking at her like she had a hair wrap. I was like, yo, this is the coolest shit ever.
How do you not recognize that?
Yeah, it's like I'm sitting here.
Did you ever think?
No, you never thought that your parents, when you're growing up, you don't think your parents can be like your homies.
People.
Right.
It takes a minute to see your folks as people. And once you do, man, that rules. Because I'm sure, and this is how it is for myself, I mean, my mom and dad are both have good senses of humor.
Yes.
And so I go, oh,
They're
that's
still
where
together.
I got it from.
They're still together?
No, split when I was 9. Thanks for bringing it up. But I think
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pull that goddamn.
I'm joking.
Damn it, Adam.
No. But seeing them as people and not being, because I was the same way, man. I didn't like to be silly around them because it was just, I don't know. It was weird. And then they start to kind of see me in plays and whatever. And they're like, oh, I don't know, you like to do this. And I was like, yeah, this is how I am at school. And then so once I started bringing it around home, and now, you know, my mom's 71 and dad's 78. And it's like to be able to bust balls with them, bust their balls and say shit. And then my mom will, you know, get high and her be like, you want some Frosted Flake nachos? And I'm like, fucking bitch, you've been holding out on me for 38 years. Where are those? You know,
Frosted Flake nachos.
But she'll say that as a joke and then start laughing. And it's like, oh, wow, like that's.
She knows.
Yeah. And it's a bummer too that I'm like, man, I wish I could have adapted that mentality younger. But that's just a part of growing up. Like you just, you know, you're embarrassed of your folk.
Whoa, what is that? Oh, it's a vibrator for couples to give you clitoral stimulation during penetrative sex. It's flexible wings tuck under your labia for a snug fit. That sounds great. How do you know so much about that? I shop at Dame. As we've talked about, it's you know what's right for us, so that we don't compromise what's important in our relationship. Yeah, that's really special. Thanks for keeping that in mind. You're such a good guy, Greg. So, does Dame offer like all the best sex toys? I didn't buy this labia snugger from like the gas station. No, that's not what I meant. Let me just tell you about it. Dame Products is a woman-owned sex toy company that makes the next generation of vulva-tested, vulva-approved vibrators to fit your needs. It's founded by a sex educator and an engineering whiz. That's a funny word. Dame develops toys with the help of real humans and couples like us. Oh, that's so great. We're doing really great, by the way, aren't we? Yeah, we're doing better now that we got that labia snugger. They're closing the pleasure gap and helping the world one vulva at a time. Their vibrators and accessories are made with the medical-grade silicone, smart design principles, and lots of love, earning glowing press from the New York Times, W Magazine, and many more. I mean, you love it, right, babe? Oh, it's truly my new favorite thing. Like, you might need to go on vacay soon. JK, but for real. Whether you're a couple looking for an extra boost where it matters or a journey of self-exploration, Dame wants to make sure that they'll earn a spot on your nightstand. I highly recommend, like I said, the clitoral stimulation couples vibrator. The best part about Dame, they offer hassle-free returns within 60 days. Should be 69 days, but babe, that's not funny. Okay, so your satisfaction is literally guaranteed. So, you know, if you don't like it, send it back. Go to dameproducts.com/aboutlastnight today for 15% off site-wide. That's dameproducts.com/aboutlastnight today for 15% off site-wide. That means you can get everything for 15% off. Again, Dame Products, yeah, we heard the website, babe. Just turn that thing on and put it where it counts. All right. Hell yeah.
I'm going to tell you, man, and the reason I asked that question because I find sense of humor is the nucleus of me and my mom and dad staying together. Like, they can always make each other laugh.
I love that.
They can, and like,
That's
even
for real, man.
And even on some real shit, even when they're mad and yelling at each other, like I saw them fight. Like, I watched this.
Yeah.
I was a little kid. I remember putting my hands on my ears. It was so fucking loud. Or seeing them go back and forth and you just being like, damn, fuck you, Judy. Fuck you, Tony. Oh, this is what y'all want me to do eventually? All right. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, got it. Duly noted.
Wow.
I'll have to put that in my spouse notes. That's what I'll be doing.
Yeah.
But they would say shit and it would be so funny. Like, one time, they want me to say it doesn't matter because I'm gonna put it on my set eventually.
Yeah.
They were mad. My dad was getting mad because my mom didn't want to kiss him. And he was like, why you don't want to kiss me for? Jesus said, well, maybe if you brush your stank ass breath, Tony. And he was like, oh, that's funny. He's like, oh, you can smell everything, but you can't hear shit. I'm sitting there like,
shit.
I want to laugh.
Oh, yeah. So funny, right? And he's saying it with that type of timing.
With that time, and
dude.
she starts busting out laughing. And before the fight is over and they're just laughing with
That's
each other.
amazing,
It's
dude.
just like, yo, when you can, when
Not take yourself seriously and
Right.
be able to, like, also, you know, not have so much of a guard up in the fight
Right.
to where you can't see the funny in what your dad said.
Right.
Because then once that happens, it's like, dude, neutralizer, man.
Yeah,
That's-
the funny is in the truth, and it's like, yo, this person, when you can be totally, I would say, naked with a person,
Yeah.
when you can be that,
Yeah,
and
man.
then they can appreciate that, and,
Accept your flaws and your strengths.
and
you know?
don't you and never use them against you publicly because you know behind closed doors,
Yeah.
you know whatever the fuck it is,
Totally.
you know. If you snore in a fight, that shit gonna come up. You sound like Snorlax, motherfucker. You just like, well, you know what? Well, fuck it, cause your edges is light. How about that? Yeah, your little weak ass edges that you got because you putting all the products in your shit and it's breaking off the sides of you. Your shit looks unhealthy, bitch.
Which is even more of a slam. Just saying it's unhealthy. Just like calling somebody a bummer instead of a cunt, you know? Just way more power than that. All right, we got a few minutes left, but I have a handful of more things I want to hit, and then we'll wrap this up. Getting that call for SNL. I mean, I'm sure you've talked about it before, dude, but like that to me is just like...
Well, yeah, getting the call for SNL was surreal for me, man, because, listen, at the time, I'm 22 years old. I've quit my job. Which was Burlington Coat Factory.
Wow.
I used to work Burlington Coat Factory. Yeah, it was the hood. Just imagine this suburban kid in these hood circumstances. I had the front. I was like, yeah. Yo, I remember one dude, right? It was he tried to cut the line. Big ass dude. He was like 6'8". Now, my cap, right? My fighting cap is 6'5" and under. Anybody over that, I don't fuck with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's smart. It's out of your range.
It's out of my range.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta be able to, you know, I gotta be able to heat up your ribs and reach your face, you know? Like The Rockin' down. Like if LeBron James talk shit to you, well, you need to call up the authorities.
Just take it and cry in the car on their way home. Yeah.
But back what I was saying. So there was this big ass dude at Burlington. He's 6 foot. He's 6'8". He's got the fucking red on. You could tell that he's a gang. He's a fucking blood, clearly, right? He up there coming up to the shit, throwing the bees up and all this different type of shit, right? And I'm in the layaway department and I got a line full of people. It's a long ass line. Like the line is The line was longer than the vaccine line. You know what I'm saying? The
Shit.
shit's long as fuck.
Yeah.
He gets to the front. He cuts, and I was like, sir. I'm like, sir, you gotta wait in line. He was like, yo, come on, bro. Like, I just got this one thing. Can I just wait? I said, nah, man, I can't do that, right? And he was like, he starts getting mad. Now he's hood. Now he goes hood on me because he can't get his way.
Yeah.
And he think that's gonna scare. So he's like, you know what, man? You know what I should do, man? I should come on, you know, man, what's popping? I said, what's knocking, motherfucker? You know, what's knocking? Like, he was like, you know what? He was like, when a motherfucker do this shit, that's 10 bodies minimum that they have.
Wow.
You know what I mean? When it's like, nah, I don't want to, he ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to spill this motherfucker all over the counter right now. I ain't trying to do that.
Shit.
He's 6'8". I'm sitting there. But I had to hold my fucking ground.
Yeah.
And I had to do that shit every day. There was crackheads stealing Gucci purses and shit. And the manager, she was old. She was 60-something. She's not chasing them. She's not fast
No,
enough.
doesn't have it.
So literally, it's part of my French because I know I'm around white folks. But she said, get them niggas, Jay. And I would just run. I'd be, all right, I guess I got to get them niggas. I gotta get them.
By the way,
I got to get them.
Of all the things people have heard in a Burlington coat factory over the last 30 years, I mean, that might have to be one of the top phrases.
Get them N-words, Jay. Get them niggas, Jay. And the lady saying this was Miss Lillian. She was like 4'7". So it's like, just imagine a little lady with, get them niggas, Jay. Like,
I just imagine hearing that and then some guy seeing that and just going, so anyway, do you have a 44 regular in this brown one? Or do you have blue as well? Yeah, you don't. Is he going to get them? Is he going to get them? Because should I come back?
Are these Stacey Adams? Are they? Are they Stacey Adams?
Wow.
Or are they?
So, okay, so you get to quit there. You get the call. Is it Lauren being like, yo, welcome to the fam? Like,
Are these Stacey Adams or Kenneth Cole? I had to finish it. I'm sorry. Okay.
No, please, good.
The question was, one more time, would you say?
The call. So you're done with the factory.
Done with the factory. Went on the road. Well, I went to school for one semester. Left VCU. Was on the road. It was like on some do or die shit. So I get the call, in August 2010. Right. I get the call from Lauren and I miss it. I missed the call. What the fuck? Lauren just tried to call you. Oh, okay. Well, have him call me back.
Yeah.
Please.
By the way, real quick, when The Rock called me to tell me I was playing Vince McMahon in his show, missed his call too and left me a voicemail being like, well, I'll tell you and then you can do it. He goes, yo, you said you were available anytime from afternoon and here I am calling you and Bucking, you're not around. He goes, you big time in me, Ray? And he's like, call me back when you're done taking a shit or whatever.
Dude, congratulations on that
thanks,
shit.
man.
Dude, by the way.
But you do a great DJ, by the way.
Yeah, he's what, it's you told me that you were going to be available and you're not. You're getting Hollywood on me, Adam? Because, if that's the way we're going to start this situation, then I can easily tell you that I can pick another white guy to play Vince McMahon. I'm sure that Ben Schwartz is available.
Some other white curly-haired Jew. Yeah, that's so funny. All right,
okay, so the call. I
yeah.
missed the call, and the girls in the office, they tell me, I think it was who was in the office at the time? It was Lauren. I think V was there. Kayla,
Isla Cohen there or no? Or?
Ayala was there at the
Yeah.
time. She was. And then she left and went to ICM and became and now she's my agent.
No way.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's freaking crazy.
That's
right?
incredible, dude.
So I know she has my back.
Very
and
cool.
That's why.
Great.
That's why I love
Huge.
Ayala. So I missed the call. I'm standing by. He told me to stand by my phone. I'm waiting, and ain't nobody calling. So I said, "F that, man. I'ma call." So I called, and he picked up the phone. And he was like, "Jay." I was like, "Yes." He's like, yeah, we think you're so talented, and it's time to come to New York. This should be a very exciting call for you. And I was like, why does that sound like The Rock, Lauren? I was like, wait, I didn't get out of that impression.
You're like, wait,
fully.
Dwayne?
Yeah. Like, wait, hold on.
Sorry, man. I know this call's coming eventually, but I thought I'd.
Yeah, let's get back to Lord Michaels.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
This should be a very exciting call
Wow.
for you, y'all. And I know you're going to work hard, and I know you're going to do a good job. Yeah, welcome to this. He said, welcome to Saturday night. Hung up the phone. I looked at my mom. Well, I called up to my mom because she wasn't downstairs. I said, hey, Ma! Yeah! You and Daddy can walk around naked again. I'm out this bitch. Did a cartwheel. I didn't even know. Did a cartwheel like Cisco. That never happened.
Oh my God.
And then
dude.
after that, man, I just moved after that. Yep. Moved up to New York and that next week. But I told all of my cousins and I told everybody around me. It was just a feeling that I had. I said, I'm not going to be around here long. And that was in July before I even auditioned.
Wow.
I said, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's about to happen, but I'm not going to be here long. I said, my time is coming to an end here. Sound like an old man.
Well, you're saying on SNL or no?
No,
before?
this is
at
before
home.
SNL.
Yeah,
This is
okay.
at home. This is when I was just
Gotcha.
in Tidewater.
And you said you could feel when you were around doing clubs and stuff that people were telling you, oh, you like that.
Yeah.
That probably resonated where people were, consistently being like, you got what it takes. Like, you're like, all right,
Yeah.
there must be some rhyme to this reason, right?
Right. It has to work itself out somehow.
Was it, and before we wrap this up, like, was it as competitive and, I mean, as I've just heard war stories
man.
from
There
everybody, you obviously have an advantage coming in with like so many impressions and characters.
I had an advantage because of two things. I had blind charisma, and like I had confidence, and I didn't even like the stage was a stage. You're supposed to kill a stage. That's how I feel. It wasn't like, oh, this is gonna be, this is millions of people are watching you. It's just like, oh, I'm going out there and I'm supposed to do a job. And I'm supposed to kill. That's supposed to happen, right? So I went out there, totally just went through it. Went through my audition, hit everything, heard the laughs, heard the little them talking. I was like, I hope that was all right. They over there talking to themselves.
Yeah.
Hope I don't got a string or some shit on this shirt.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? Get self-conscious. I said, what should I do, Jay? Okay, I've stopped talking. Okay, what should I do? I should just pop my pecs real quick. Okay, all right, cool. Okay, now we're back.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Denzel.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it was the blind charisma, and it was just being so young, man. I was 22.
You didn't know any different. Just jump in fully.
Just jump in. Everybody else was, you got people who were late 20s, 30s, mid 30s, and all that. And usually, folks who are in their early 30s will get the show. Usually. I mean, me, Pete Davidson, Eddie Murphy, Robert Downey Jr.
Are some of the youngest cast members of all time. I think you're in great company. I should say I'm in great company with Eddie, but you're in great company with me. So it's a whole trickle down thing. Just these N-words leaving Burlington Coat Factory. I tried to pitch that sketch before it happened, but
I'm glad that you said N-words and you didn't go and do the full.
Well, I can't say it unless you tell me I can say it. I'm one of those white guys that go, let me know I can say it, and I'll say it.
I know y'all say the motherfucker. Like, that's some real shit. I know. This is what
I've said it in private for sure, like at a Panera.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you say it in private, when the door's locked and you got your security system on.
2 locks, yeah.
And 2 locks.
Yeah.
And you make sure that
Got the life alert on just in case I fall
life
in one of those
alerts, and
N-words.
it's just 3:45
comes running in and I have
the
to
morning.
scream. Yeah, for
That's
sure.
right.
Always late night. Yeah.
Always late night because because niggas be sleeping.
Dude,
that's some shit he would say.
Oh, dude, that shit is so good. All right, was there? Fuck, dude, we're gonna have to do a part 2. It is when you get on. What's the first impression you do that is bangers? Like, Dana talks about, Church Lady being the first time he did it, just being a fucking there we go. So, like, what was your one? An update or was it a sketch?
When I did that Will Smith, and then the Denzel returns and exchanges sketch. That shit with Jane Lynch. When I saw Jane Lynch bite her lip, I knew I was doing something special. I was like, she didn't even like dudes, but she sees Denzel so much in this person that's bringing it to life that she bit her lip. I was like, yo,
wow!
Shout out to Jane
Wow!
Lynch. Shout out to her.
And that you just got the huge feedback from that. I mean, people
dude,
on
after
set,
that,
cast.
it went everywhere. The Will Smith thing was already circulating. But that Denzel sketch on October the 9th, 2010, wow. That shit was...
You'll never forget that day. That's crazy.
Never forget it. And I just remember the energy. I remember everybody was like, oh, shit, this kid. They had it all on Access Hollywood.
Yeah.
They were asking Denzel about it. They were asking, he was like, well, actually, I think he's good at both. I actually saw him, he did another one where he was me talking to Will Smith. I think he's very good at both of them. He's really good. Yeah, because you don't like my answer. You're going to ask her, okay, Denzel.
Dude,
when I met him, when I met Denzel in 2019.
That's amazing. He's one of my favorite actors of all time.
Oh, my gosh.
So that's
without a
crazy.
doubt. He's the blueprint, right?
Yeah.
So he sees, I don't see him. I saw him at the first event, like where he was getting honored, but going up to him, it never worked out. You know, every time I would try to walk up, it was like he was getting up to leave. It's almost like he felt Jay Farrell's spirit, and then he would be like, okay, I gotta move, right? Gotta move. We gotta get out of here, right? So finally we get to the after party, and I was a little down because I was like, man, I didn't get to meet Denzel. But they're like, no, he's about to come in. I was like, word? It was like, yeah, stand right there. I was like, okay. I stood right there. He walks in the room and he goes, I was like, hey, Mr. Washington. He was like, oh. He was like, yeah, you owe me a lot of money, Negro. You know that, right?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I'm keeping you hot. Yeah, you know that. You know that.
Wow, dude.
He was like, and you're a little tall too. He's like, I thought you were a short guy. I thought you were like 5'8". And he's like, you're tall. You got an arm on you too. Okay, all right.
Okay, all right.
So I was feeling on me. I was like, hey. It's Denzel. It's fine.
Denzel, it's fine. That's the Me Too movement's backup slogan.
Yo, I got a joke. Yo, have you seen my bit about that?
No.
Bro, I was like, yo, everybody's getting the Me Too. I was like, you know who would never get Me Too? Denzel. I said, because women would probably just let him. It wouldn't be. And every time I talk about it, the women like, they were like, because he's like, he can't get Me Too. You damn right about that.
Oh, hilarious. Yeah, okay.
Because
They're on your side.
He's the WAP maker, right?
Totally.
He's the
Yeah.
he's the 40 plus, 30 something plus WAP maker. Like he makes women quiver. He
Dude,
makes
his
it quiver.
cadence and voice, there's something very non-threatening about it. So even if you had him saying the creepiest shit to someone, like it's just, like the creepiest, most sexist, whatever.
That's
like
right. Every step you take, every move you make, every single day, every time you pray, I'll be watching you.
with one hand in my pocket and the other hand holding a peace sign, but it's actually just wrapping around my cock, whatever it is. It's like, yeah, that's funny, dude. Just music lyrics, they just spins into some creepy ass shit, but they take it because it's Denzel.
Yeah, they take it's Denzel. Oh, do that Denzel, honey child. Yo, my mom, I had to stop doing it around her. She was getting hot. She would
You have to go to Shaq immediately, huh?
I was like, hey, I'm your son now. Remember, it's just an impression.
Favorite musical guest that you got to jam with or that was there?
Favorite musical guest I got to jam with when I was on SNL. Who's my favorite musical guest? It probably was Drake, man.
Yeah.
Drake was just he's so gregarious, man, and super amicable. So, talking, and he's non-threatening. He's from Canada.
Yeah.
We know y'all ain't shooting nobody.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tory. Fucking Tory Lanez. Yo, we got them blockers in the I'm like, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You got the chopper. Oh, yeah. The Tech 9, don't you know? Oh, yeah.
You can't be menacing with that. With that accent.
If you get shot by a Canadian, they'll probably apologize right after. They shoot you and I'm so sorry. I've had a bad day. My wife has been walking around with Gutenberg and I just had a bad day. Yeah. You want me to drive you to the hospital? Drive you to the freaking hospital?
Oh yeah.
Fucking, you don't gotta worry about
Stitch it up
the
for
healthcare.
you?
Yeah, stitch it up for you. Okay, so back what we were talking
all right,
about.
quick rapid fire with some impressions real quick that we maybe missed or didn't miss. Eddie Murphy tasting ice cream for the first time.
What the fuck is this shit? Oh no, this is delicious. Nah, because it's really, it's sweet, but it's fluffy. And wow. And I got some ice cream. I should turn that into a bit. Yes, I could turn it into a bit. Yes. And they'll be calling me Richard Pryor. Yes, if I do that. Yes, but this is really delicious. Now I guarantee you, if you lick this enough, your tongue gonna get numb and you can't feel it when you lick the coochie. Your tongue is numb. You can't lick it. If the cooch is there and your tongue is numb, it's going to be like the Dumb and Dumber situation where, Jeff Daniels put his tongue on it and got stuck. Yeah. And it'd be sitting there, but you can't feel the shit. And then, before you know it, you be a freezer burn on your tongue. And that'd be the last time you want to, you can't eat the coochie with freezer burn.
Jay-Z blaming a fart on a fat kid.
Yo, it was, hold on. Yeah, it was you. Clearly, like look at your body parameters. Yo, your body parameters are indicative of you not being able to hold your fart. hold your gas. Yeah. I know a fart when I smell one, nigga. I got 3 kids, nigga. Yeah. That was me.
Dude, Stephen A. Smith telling a baby to stop screaming on an airplane.
Oh, really? Only one of us is able to do this here. And I'm older. I can rent a car. You can't do that. And my hairline is indicative of me being able to scream on this goddamn plane. And you can't scream anymore. And you probably got a coronavirus. And if you do, I will kick your ass. Thank you.
Shaq telling his best friend his favorite moment in Titanic.
Well, my favorite moment in Titanic was the credits. The credits were the favorite moment. Why I want credits for favorite moment? Because at the end of it, Jack died. Rose got with somebody else. She slept with somebody else. There's nothing he could do about it. She's for the streets. Rose is for the streets.
Last one. Kevin Hart trying to tell his kids that they fed their goldfish the wrong food, so the goldfish got diarrhea.
Listen, I don't know what's happening inside of the the tank there, but the water is really cloudy. And I'm going to tell you why the water is cloudy. It's because you fed his ass quinoa. I told you not to feed the goldfish quinoa. Listen, those are my snacks. You don't feed the goldfish what daddy eats. I swear to God, I'm kicking everybody out. I'll kick you out and the goldfish. Matter of fact, give me the goddamn goldfish right now. Put the goddamn goldfish in my hand so I can flush the goddamn goldfish down the toilet. You know I'm gonna do that? Tell you why. Because I'm not gonna have a shitty goldfish in my family. Because everything is representative of me. And it's an extension of Kevin Hart's brand. So damn it, everybody's gotta be on point. So we need fishes without diarrhea. Swear to God, they can have caviar the size of Dragon Balls, but if they have diarrhea, it's got to fucking go.
Oh my fucking God.
Hey.
You're unbelievable, dude.
Yeah, you.
Jay, this is the best. All right, quick closeout. Inside the Actors Studio, R.I.P. James Lipton is a quick 10-question get to know Jay Pharoah on a deeper level, which I feel like we've already done.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking love you for making time, man. This was unbelievable. You're one of the funniest dudes I've ever met.
You was one of the funniest people I've met.
Hey, man, you've brought so much to so many, man. Yeah, I gotta do that again. I haven't done that in a couple months. All right. What is your this is how James Lipton would close out Inside the Actors Studio. So Jay Pharoah, what is your favorite word?
My favorite word right now? Spurious. I love that word.
And what the fuck does that mean, Jay?
Spurious means false.
Love it.
That's what it means. Not true.
What is your least favorite word?
My least favorite word. You know what? I don't like the word sassafras. Just sounds like a funky log. Oh, doesn't it? It sounds like a funky tree.
It does.
Ooh, girl, girl. Oh, nigga, you smell like sassafras. Oh, sassafras, head ass nigga. You smell like sassafras. Oh my God. Everybody look. Murph.
Look at Daphne. Look at that bitch.
Look at that bitch.
Look at that bitch.
She smelled like sassafras.
You could tell her when she came in, the way she's shaking her ass with that sassafras ass.
That's a sassafras ass she got. Bitch.
Oh, bitch. We could smell it on you when she walked in.
Oh my God. Did you? Oh my God.
And your eyes are crossed, bitch. Probably from that sassafras.
From that sassafras. Yeah, I hate that word.
What turns you on?
What turns me on?
Yeah.
Oh my God, if you know me. Thigh highs. Women in thigh high stockings. I love it. I don't know why.
There it is.
So.
Yeah, you do.
Or are you talking about
anything. Anything. Could be sexual,
well,
could be non-sexual.
Okay, well, non-sexual, I would say discretion.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
a woman being able
to
read the room.
Read the room and hold her mouth. Like the things that we do together. All right. Not that it gets weird, because it doesn't. I'm not one of them. I ain't one of them P. Diddy motherfuckers. I don't do none of that weird shit,
Yeah.
you know? Like, okay, and I will say this. If I go to P. Diddy house, which I never will, but if I was invited, I would bring my own Ciroc.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I suggest.
That's
a
good rule of thumb.
And be sitting there like this whole time. As soon as he come up, Harlem shaking and shit, I'd be like, he'd be like, hey, yo, you good? Hey, yo, you need something? Like, nah, I don't. I'm straight.
I brought my own.
I brought my own. I got my own Ciroc. Thank you. This peach Ciroc? Yes, sis, I brought this. Yes, I will not need you to do anything to it, sir. Yeah, take that.
What turns you off?
What turns me off? Chatty Patty, man. I hate that shit, bro.
1,000.
Chatty Patties. I can't stand that. I do not like people. You know what? I hate when people treat folks who don't make as much money as them like shit. I hate that.
Yep.
I can't stand that, bro. It's like at the end of the day, the difference between you and that person, if you do make more money, is the amount of taxes that you have to take out at the end of the year out of your goddamn salary, not them as a person.
Yep.
So you should treat everybody. You should treat everybody with respect.
1,000, dude.
Yeah, I love that. That's. But I hate that. I hate when people don't do that shit.
What is your favorite curse word?
My favorite curse word, I would say Bernie Mac. Some of them a bitch. That's my favorite one.
What sound or noise do you love, Jay Pharoah?
I do like a woman. I do like a lady when she moans. It goes, I love that shit. I don't know why. It's very sexy.
Yeah.
It just doesn't it do something?
1,000%, dude. There's there's a sexiness to it. There's an appreciative element. There's like it's subtle under the breath. I don't know. Less is more type thing.
Yes.
What sound or noise do you hate?
With those fuckers in the cars. Sounds like a freaking weed whacker. I hate that shit, bro.
Busting down Sunset Boulevard.
I hate that shit. My goodness, I fucking almost hate it as much as the girl having the car in another country. Yeah. It was almost
that's extreme hate.
Yeah, this is some extreme hate.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
You know what, man? I wanted to be an astronaut when I was a kid, and if I could ever up my math and get back and go back and study, I would try to do that. I would try to do that.
Wow.
I was really good at math and science, and when I paid attention, when I didn't, I'm a boy. I got ADD. It's a fly in the room, bitch. Don't mind me. I'll just be running around for the next 20 minutes, okay?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, don't write me up, okay? I have a fucking problem, all right?
What profession would you not like to do?
Oh, my gosh. What, Golden Corral. That sucks. I never want to be a porter or clean. I'd never want to be a cleaner or work at a restaurant or anything like that.
There's no face-to-face. You're behind the scenes all the time. And that seems like a thankless job.
Especially now, you don't want to do it now.
Fuck no, people are a little, I think, coming out of the pandemic and just dealing with what we're dealing with a little bit too still. Like, I survived it, so I deserve like a little bit, like, I don't know, just from what I've seen in restaurants and heard war stories from some buddies that are doing
Dirty entitlement.
Yeah, dude.
I don't like it.
You think that would have like subsided a little bit, but
no. Think about this. We're so fucking dirty. The world is so dirty. We got the cleanest place on this planet infected with COVID.
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah.
Those are some of the cleanest motherfuckers ever. And we went over there, all of us, every country went over there to play games and got them sick again. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, dude.
Those motherfuckers walked around looking like Mortal Kombat characters for years. And if you don't have and you looking at them when you over there like, yo, is something wrong with you? And if you don't have a mask, they're looking at you like, what is wrong with you? Yeah. Like, it's just it's the same. They've been doing that shit for years. Yeah. And now we're adapting that type of etiquette. But we should have been doing that. We're dirty. Everybody is dirty. You motherfuckers are dirty. You are. Mm-hmm.
Use a rag. There's a rag for the face. And there's a rag for the ass.
Rag for the face.
And you know which one is which.
Rag for the ass. And if you do use your ass rag on your face, well, it's a shitty situation.
If heaven exists, Jay Pharoah, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Or like, well done, my good and faithful servant, but did you have to watch that much porn?
Good night, everybody. Jay Pharoah, the great Jay Pharoah, at Jay Pharoah on Instagram and Twitter.
At Jay Pharoah, yes, sir.
Dude, I love you, dog.
Adam Ray, I love this
man. You're the man, dude.
It's fucking dope.
Best answer I've heard. You're watching too much porn. Unbelievable. Zoa. Thanks, Rock.
Guys, Adam Ray here for the About Last Night podcast. Hope you enjoyed that episode. It was a good one. A lot of laughs, a lot of tears, a lot of stuff to think about and chew on, huh? Because that's what life's all about, chewing on the good stuff. Nobody said that. Maybe Denzel did. Maybe Tom Hanks did. Maybe they said it together in Philadelphia. The point is, click subscribe right here on the ALN logo so you can get more episodes and stay up to date when new content drops. Highlights, animations, clips. It's all here for you, baby. I'll see you next time. Whoop, I don't know how to blink.